Blue reflections in the bay. Cars are fading far away. Headphones on, I drift again into the glow above the waves. Window open, summer air. Your old message still lives there in the silence of my room. I can feel you moving through. Streetlights falling on my skin. Every thought keeps pulling in like a movie running slow. There's a light I never showed. City lights on the water, shining right through me tonight. Every color getting softer, floating under the skyline. City lights on the water, I don't really need to speak. All the noise is getting smaller when your memory touches me. Coffee cooling by my side, 2 a.m. and nowhere to hide. I replay the way you laugh like a photograph from glass. Everybody's moving fast, but I wanna make this last. Just a quiet state of mind, leaving heavy days behind. City lights on the water, fading slowly into blue.
Late train sounds outside.
Your voice still in my mind. You were talking low, like you didn't wanna wait tonight. Every word moves slow, like smoke under neon signs.
Tiny pauses in between said more than what we mean.
I remember every line.
Like a song that stayed behind.
Slow conversations turning into waves again. No destination, just your fingers on my hand. Slow conversations living in my head tonight. Even when the room gets quiet, you still sound alive.
Rain tapping on the roof, city glowing out of view.
You were leaning close to me, like we had nowhere to be.
Maybe timing wasn't right, maybe people change with time.
Still I hear your gentle tone
Every time I'm home alone.
Slow conversations still replay in the dark. Blue on the ceiling, blue in my chest. I've been driving through the rain, trying not to say your name. Every station sounds the same since the night you walked away. Street reflections burn my eyes like the tears I never cried. Still your shadow pulls me close, even when I let you go. I'm fading through blue. Every little light reminds me of moments with you. Now the city feels so empty. Fading through blue, floating through the quiet air. I still look for you, even when is just a sound that keeps echoing around, through apartments and cafes, to the corners of the rain. I don't need another chance, I just miss the way we danced in the kitchen, half asleep, holding on to something deep. Fading slowly into morning. Raindrops sliding slowly across the glass tonight. Street reflections look surreal, like emotions I still feel. Everything is blurred again, just like all our loose ends. Taxi lights and distant sounds, lonely people moving around. I wonder where your heart has been since the night we gave in. Your favorite song came on again. Pull me backward through the wind. Funny how a melody can unlock a century. Now the room feels half asleep, while the storm outside gets deep. I just close my tired eyes and let the whole world pass me by. Rain across the glass, slowly fading.
Phone screen glow, room half dark. I know it's getting late again, but I still hover over sin. There's 1,000 things to say, but they disappear halfway. Traffic fading down below, cold air moving through the door. I wonder if you think of me when the city falls asleep. One more call tonight, maybe just to hear you breathe. One more call tonight, before this feeling leaves. One more call tonight, even if you say goodbye. I just wanna know if you still hear me sometimes. I've been learning how to stay okay with distance every day. Still your voice can pull me back, like footsteps in a photograph. But maybe we were built to coffee getting cold. Another night alone. Steam fading from the cup, just like us giving up. Morning still feels far away, though the sky is turning gray. Your picture near the sink makes me stop and think about the nights we stayed awake, talking till the sunrise came. Coffee getting cold while I replay old scenes, trying to hold what's already leaving me. Coffee getting cold, but your touch still feels warm. Funny how memories survive long after love is gone. People rushing down the street while this room stays half asleep. I don't really miss the pain, just the comfort of your name. Maybe someday I'll move on, like another passing song, but tonight I'll let it stay just a little longer here. Coffee getting cold, still tasting like you.
Cold balcony air, lights dancing everywhere. I can hear the ocean breeze moving softly through the trees. Blanket wrapped around my arms, trying to stay inside the calm. Your old hoodie fits me still, like a memory standing still. Every little thread remains, holding on to yesterday. Balcony air, carrying your name tonight, floating somewhere between the dark and city lights. Balcony air makes the whole world feel slow, and for a moment I don't wanna let go. Tiny candles by the chair, music drifting through the air. People moving down below, like a life I used to know. Maybe healing takes some time, maybe stars don't always shine. Still I'm learning how to breathe without you next to me. Balcony air, still surrounding me. Still hanging there, like you never left. Your jacket on my chair still carries your cologne. Funny how a simple thing can make a room feel full. Outside the traffic hums, inside the clock moves slow. I tell myself I'm fine, but honestly I don't know. Your jacket on my chair makes it hard to say goodbye, like part of you is still here every single night. Your jacket on my chair, quiet like a memory. should probably move on, but you still look good on me. Maybe someday I'll fold it up, put it in another box, but tonight I let it stay like a song I cannot stop. City lights across the room, paint the walls in silver blue, and for one more sleepless night I pretend you're still mine, still hanging there, like you never left. Silver thread,
flowing downtown. Tail lights moving in a line, like thoughts running through my mind. Every winter tells a story, every stranger disappears. You were laughing in the car while we chased electric stars. Now I drive these roads alone with your ghost beside me still. Silver traffic pulling me through the night, every signal changing colors, unfaded skylines. Ooh, silver traffic washing over memories, trying to outrun emotions that still follow me. Radio low, hands on the wheel, some emotions never heal. Still the city feels alive, even on these sleepless nights. Maybe someday I'll move ahead, leave these conversations dead, but tonight I let them stay like rain refusing to break. Silver traffic, still moving slowly.
Nobody noticed how silence grows. We stopped talking little by little, like fading colors in a photo. No screaming, no dramatic scenes, just empty space between the sheets. The TV light across your face felt colder every passing day, and even when you held my hand, I could feel us slipping back, quietly falling apart, like smoke into the dark. No warning signs, just distance in your eyes. Quietly falling apart, still carrying your heart. Even after all this time, I can't say goodbye. Now the city sleeps below, while our memories overflow. Tiny moments still remain, like fingerprints inside my brain. Maybe love can slowly fade without anybody taking blame. Still your voice stays in my chest, like a song that never left. Quietly falling apart, still loving you. stayed awake. Blankets tangled on the floor, talking like we did before. No plans for tomorrow night, just your sleepy eyes on mine. Outside all the buildings glowed like another world below, while your fingers traced my skin, slowly pulling me back. And we stayed awake till the colors filled the sky, holding on to moments we could never keep alive. We stayed awake like the night would never end, like we had enough time to fall in love again. Coffee brewing quietly while you leaned your head on me. Every little sound felt warm, safe inside the early dawn. Maybe life moves way too fast, maybe nothing truly lasts. Still I'd relive every scene if you asked me honestly. We stayed awake till morning came. Waves outside the door. Ocean air inside my hair, salt and smoke everywhere. You were quiet by my side, watching boats drift through the tide. Every light across the sea look like lost memories, floating somewhere far away, like the words we couldn't say. Waves under streetlights, moving slow tonight. Everything feels softer under silver skies. Waves under streetlights carry me away from all the heavy feelings I can't explain. Footprints fading near the sand, cold wind brushing through my hands. Still your warmth remains somehow, even now. Maybe some things never leave, they just hide inside the breeze, waiting for the quiet nights to come back alive. Waves under streetlights still call me. Tiny cafe lights, rain outside tonight. Your lipstick on the paper cup made me wanna stay too long. Tiny moments felt enough, like our own little song. People talking quietly, steam rising endlessly. You lean closer with a smile that could stop the whole night. Paper cup romance, holding warmth inside our hands. Tiny conversations turning into something vast. Paper cup romance, simple nights we can't replace. Now every coffee shop still reminds me of your days, more than words can really say. Paper cup, romance still stays with me.
Doors slowly closing. Night almost gone. City moving out of frame, while I whisper your old name. Empty seats and tired eyes, passing under purple signs. Everybody's heading home, but I still feel lost alone, like I missed a turn somewhere, trying to breathe unfamiliar air. Last ride to somewhere else, trying to leave the past behind, but every window reflection brings you back tonight. Last ride to somewhere else, still searching through the dark for a version of myself that isn't missing your heart. Station lights blur into gold, memories never getting old. Still your laughter fills the space like it never went away. Maybe healing needs to move, even when you're scared to lose. So I watch the skyline fade while the night begins to change.
Water moving slowly along the edge of town. The air feels clean and quiet as the morning settles down. A brand new day begins. I walk beside the river with my hands inside my coat, watching sunlight touch the surface of every passing boat. The city's waking gently, without a rush or race, just soft reflections dancing across the water's face. A couple shares of coffee, a runner passes by, and for a moment everything feels simple in my eyes. The weight I carried yesterday feels lighter than before, like something I've been holding finally reached the shore. Riverside morning, pulling me into the light. Riverside morning, helping me let go tonight. Every ripple tells a story, every current moves ahead. All the things I couldn't change no longer fill my head. Riverside morning, keep me where I am. For the first time in a while, I don't need a plan. I remember conversations we used to have for hours, about the lives we'd built someday and places we'd discover. Some of those roads changed direction, some never came to be, but every step has brought me here, exactly where I need to be. The river doesn't hurry, still it reaches every sea. keeps growing, and I keep going to Riverside Morning. Stay with me a while. No alarms ringing, no schedule today, just the sound of music floating through the room. Sunlight on the wooden floor, sneaking through the blinds. Coffee brewing in the kitchen, taking its sweet time. You lean back into the sofa, wrapped inside a blanket, talking about nothing important, and somehow that's enough. The city's moving somewhere, but not for us today. We're letting every minute take its time and stay. No destination waiting, no pressure in the air, just quiet conversations and comfort everywhere. Sunday without plans, nothing left to chase. Sunday without plans, just existing in this space. No countdowns, no deadlines, no racing through the hours. Just your smile in this moment, growing softer by the minute. Sunday without plans feels like everything I need. The afternoon gets warmer as another song begins. The room is filled with laughter and familiar melodies. Maybe happiness is smaller than we always believed. Maybe it lives in tiny moments people barely see. A shared cup of coffee, a favorite old playlist, a hand resting on another hand without needing a reason. If tomorrow gets complicated, we'll figure it out then. But today belongs to quiet and the peace we're living in. No alarms tomorrow, no worries tonight. Sunday without plans feels just right. The horizon glows in colors I can't name. The night is finally fading, and nothing feels the same. I spent so many evenings looking down instead of up, holding on to old emotions that never filled me up. But something feels different in the way the morning moves, like the world is gently telling me there's still more to choose. The clouds are painted gold now, where darkness used to stay, and every little beam of light is pulling me away from every doubt I carry, from every sleepless night, toward a place that's waiting been trying so hard to be. The city shines beneath me like a map of second chances. Every road is open now, every step becomes a dance. I still remember heartbreak, I still remember loss, but neither one defines me or the bridges that I crossed. There's beauty in surviving, there's beauty in the climb, and maybe all this healing just needed a little time. So I lift my eyes higher than I've looked before, and welcome every sunrise through an open door. Warm side of the sky. The room feels brighter than it did before. A little more sunlight reaching through the door. I open up the curtains and the city comes alive. Tiny lights are disappearing as the morning starts to rise. The air feels different lately, like it's carrying less weight, and all the thoughts that kept me up don't seem as hard today. The plants beside the window are stretching toward the sun, and somehow I relate to them more than anyone. I've spent so many evenings looking backward through the years that I forgot how beautiful a new beginning appears. Open curtains, let the daylight in. Open curtains, let another chapter begin. Every shadow leaves eventually, every storm runs out of rain. Open curtains and let the healing stay. Open curtains, it's okay to change. The coffee tastes a little sweeter than it did a month ago. The music feels a little warmer than the songs I used to know. Maybe moving forward doesn't happen all at once. Maybe it arrives quietly in moments like this one. The city keeps on breathing, the river keeps its flow, and every day reminds me there's still so much to know. So I let the sunlight find me instead of running away, and welcome all the possibilities waiting in the day. Open curtains, open windows. Oh, oh, oh. Open heart, open road. I'm ready now. A blank notebook lying on the desk, waiting for something to be written next. used to spend my mornings reading stories from the past, trying to understand why some moments couldn't last. But every chapter closes, no matter how it feels, and every ending teaches us something quietly real. Outside the city moves with a rhythm of its own, people chasing futures they haven't fully known. And for the first time lately, I'm not afraid of that, because every road ahead doesn't need to match the map. Fresh pages waiting for my name, fresh pages ready for a different day. No expectations, no perfect destination, just another chance to become someone new. Fresh pages, that's enough for me. The sunlight fills the apartment and dances on the floor, like it's trying to remind me there's still something worth looking for. I think about the people who helped me become myself, the ones who stayed forever, and the ones who couldn't help. Every memory belongs here, every lesson has a place. Even the mistakes I made help shape this face. So I'll keep moving forward without needing all the answers, trusting every little step will eventually matter. Fresh pages, fresh chances, fresh mornings, fresh air, I'm still riding. Some things stay close, even from far away. I don't think about you daily like I once believed I would, but every now and then a memory still feels good. Not painful anymore, not heavy like before, just a photograph inside a drawer that I don't hide anymore. The city glows beneath me as I sit beside the glass, watching all the headlights disappear into the past. And somewhere in the distance, there's a version of us still, laughing through the evenings on top of that old hill. Gentle distance, that's what we became. Gentle distance, not strangers, not the same. No bitterness remaining, no anger left to hold, just two different stories, growing older as they go. Gentle distance, and that's alright. Sometimes love isn't forever, sometimes it's not a tragedy. Sometimes people help each other become who they're meant to be. You taught me how to listen, you taught me how to stay, you taught me that healing can arrive in unexpected ways. And even though our roads lead somewhere else today, Gentle, distant, quiet gratitude. Gentle, distant, under city light. Good night. The city slowly wakes, one sound at a time. A distant bicycle bell, a train far from sight. The day begins softly. I hear the coffee machine humming from somewhere down the street. A couple laughing near the corner as the neighborhood finds its feet. The river carries sunlight now where darkness used to stay. And every little sound reminds me life is moving anyway. The world doesn't rush this morning, it takes its time to breathe. And somehow that feels comforting as I listen carefully. Maybe happiness was never loud, maybe it always lived right here. Inside these ordinary moments we almost never hear. The sound of morning, filling every empty space. The sound of morning, gently touching every place. Door opens, a bus arrives, someone starts another day. The sound of morning showing me the way. The sound of morning feels like home again. The sunlight reaches farther across the buildings and the road. People start their daily stories, carrying invisible loads. And though we never know each other, we're connected for a while by the same sky overhead and the same morning light. I think about the road behind me and everything it gave, the lessons, scars, and memories that helped me find my way. Now I stand inside this moment without needing more, listening to the city sing outside my door. The sound of morning, the sound of hope, the sound of moving forward slowly. A bell above the doorway rings. Fresh coffee fills the air. Morning settles into every chair. The corner table near the window still catches all the sun. People reading newspapers or staring at no one. Steam rises from the counter like tiny drifting clouds. The city feels a little softer, away from all the crowds. A barista knows my order before I even speak, and And somehow that small kindness makes the whole day feel complete. The playlist in the background moves slowly through the room, turning simple conversations into something warm and true. First like Café, where the world slows down. First like Café, my favorite place in town. No pressure, no hurry, just time moving gently by. First like Café, under a quiet sky. Outside the traffic gathers and schedules start to grow, but inside this little corner everything moves slow. A writer fills a notebook, a student checks a screen, an older couple shares a smile, the sweetest thing I've seen. Maybe life is built from moments smaller than we think, like sunlight on a wooden table, or the first sip of a drink. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's the art, finding beauty in the ordinary and carrying it in your heart. First like Café. One more cup. One more song. One more morning.
The sky is open wide. The river shines below. Everything is moving, and so am I. There was a time I thought the night would never end, that every road ahead of me would slowly start to bend. But mornings kept arriving, even when I couldn't see the quiet strength inside myself, waiting patiently. Every tear became a lesson, every loss became a guide, leading me toward a version of myself I used to hide. Now I look across the skyline with a different point of view. The world hasn't really changed, but maybe I have to. Brighter than before, stronger than I knew, brighter than before, because I made it through every difficult season, every unanswered prayer, every lonely evening brought me here, brighter than before, standing in the light. The city stretches endlessly beyond the morning haze, full of second chances and unfamiliar days. I don't need all the answers, I don't need a perfect plan, just the courage to keep walking and become who I am. The past will always travel somewhere quietly with me, but it no longer owns the future that I'm beginning to see. So I settles gently across the rooftops now. The city wears a different face than it did last night. Everything feels lighter. I climb the stairs above the building just to watch the day begin. Golden colors touch the skyline as the breeze moves through my skin. The streets below are slowly filling with stories yet to start. And somehow all this movement brings a quiet to my heart. I used to chase the answers to questions I couldn't solve. Now I'm learning some things heal without needing to be resolved. The sunlight finds my shoulders like an old familiar friend, reminding me that every night eventually will end. Rooftop sun shining on my face again. Rooftop sun helping me begin again. Every worry feels smaller, every breath feels new. Rooftop sun, I'm finally coming through. Catches morning colors like a painting stretched below. People hurry toward their futures while I simply take it slow. I think about the roads behind me without regret or fear, because every step I travel somehow brought me here. And though the world keeps turning faster than I can explain, this moment asks for nothing except that I remain. A rooftop sun, stay a little while. Rooftop sun, stay a little while. Nothing happens overnight. Some things take their time. The flowers on the balcony are opening one by one, the same way I've been learning how to welcome back the sun. There were days I couldn't notice the beauty all around, too busy fighting battles that never made a sound. Now the music feels familiar, the air feels easier to breathe, and every little moment offers something new to see. Maybe growth is quiet, maybe healing moves the same, arriving without warning, without needing any praise. Slow bloom, that's how I found my way. Slow bloom, little by little every day. No rush, no finish line, just becoming who I am. Slow bloom, exactly as I planned. The city hums beneath us, all the things that hurt before no longer feel the same. I carry every memory, but none of them weigh me down. They're simply part of the story that brought me to this town. And when I look around me at everything that's changed, I realize I'm growing too, in ways I can't explain. Slow someday, but not right now. Right now there's light. A gentle wind moves through the city, carrying familiar sounds. Children laughing in the distance, birds circling above the town. Coffee shops begin to fill with conversations and routines, and life continues writing stories in places rarely seen. I used to think happiness needed something more, but now I find it waiting behind an open door. In quiet afternoons and songs that drift through open air, and knowing I can move ahead and still remember where. One more beautiful day, waiting outside my window. One more beautiful day, with somewhere new to go. Every sunrise offers another chance to try. One more beautiful day, and that's enough tonight. The skyline stretches endlessly beyond what I can see, full of roads I haven't traveled and people I might meet. The future doesn't scare me the way it used to do, because every ending taught me how to welcome something new. So I'll keep walking forward, one moment at a time, trusting every step I take will lead me somewhere right. One more beautiful day. city shining softly.